Look at the top of that.
This is the most dangerous track in Europe.
This is crazy.
Oh my, don't hit that with the wheel.
This is insane.
This is mental.
So dangerous, the track's been closed to everyone since the 1920s. Even Richard Hammond refused to drive it on an episode of the Grand Tour.
I don't want to do it. And I'm about to attempt it in this.
My BMW M3 that I just rebuilt after it crashed into a house. And my dad's coming with me in the Ferrari F430 that we not only rebuilt the engine on, we also rebuilt the gearbox as well.
Ferrari.
The track's located on the outskirts of Barcelona, over 1,000 miles away from us.
So we have got a long trip ahead of us and a few stops on the way.
Are you mad?
Now before we go, we have got a small issue and it is on the back left. Let me show you.
After driving the BMW M3 for the first time in the last video, I noticed a lot of noise coming from the rear left wheel. And I think I know the problem. But to get to it, I've got to remove the rear left brake caliper and then the rear left brake disc. And I've got to make sure this car's perfect because this is going to be one of the last times I'll be driving it.
This is the wheel bearing and we think from the accident, well, I can tell because inside the car it's quite loud at the back. It's like a whirring noise and it's not going to get any better. So to get this wheel bearing out, we've got to take the drive shaft nut off and then undo these huge bolts at the back. We should be able to take it out, but it's very difficult to get to the bolts at the back.
My dad found a way to get to the 4 bolts at the back of the wheel bearing, and once they were removed, I can remove the bolt which holds the drive shaft to the wheel hub. And with that removed, we should be able to take it out.
Okay, and out it comes.
And here is the replacement wheel hub from BMW.
We're being proper BMW technicians and also replacing the bolts.
And then I'm gonna proper add some grease in there. Some high power grease.
Good old high power grease.
Yeah, that high power grease.
That's my favourite type of grease.
Once I've applied my high power grease, my dad can slide in the new bolts for the wheel hub, tighten them up from the back, then I can slide back in the drive shaft bolt, tighten that up, then all I've got to do is put the brake disc, then the brake caliper back on, and make sure that is all tightened up. The last step is to put on the wheel and hope it all works.
Looks straight to me.
Looks good. That's one wheel bearing done. Now you know what's involved with changing a wheel bearing. Don't let the garage rip you off. Let's get on the road and to the first destination.
We were aiming to get to the Nürburgring, and to do so, we had to hop on the Channel Tunnel.
Get onto the tunnel from England to France.
And it wasn't long until the cars were loaded onto the train.
Should we do a mad transition to France?
How do we do that?
So you start speaking English and then you start slowly talking into French.
Okay. Hello, my name is... Oh wait, no.
The BMW was loaded on, and my dad in his Ferrari, where he was just managing to stay awake. And half an hour later, we arrived in France.
Welcome to France.
Bonjour!
And once we arrived there, it gave us a chance to regroup and meet with the rest of the guys joining us on the trip. So we had the M3, the Ferrari, Ethan turned up in his M3 estate, Liam in his Audi S3, Ben in his Audi R8, and Chris in another M3. None of which know why we're heading to Barcelona later in the video.
Nice of you to join us.
Oh, it's about time, ain't it?
Yeah, where you been?
We've been stuck back in sunny England.
Well, welcome to France.
Oh, oui.
Oui, oui.
Now we invited Ben on the trip, who let's say is a little bit more privileged than the rest of us.
This is the car. I bought this for the trip because I realised there was no other space in that you couldn't go on a trip in the cars that we usually race around Teesside, and they're feeling a little bit poorly at the minute.
Right.
So we've got a little bit more room in this road trip car. There's actually loads of stuff to put, like space to put stuff in an R8. Door pockets, cubby holes. There's even a little somewhere to put the key so we don't lose it, because I am known for losing keys, so that is where that is gonna live.
Can we just mention something? This is how rich Ben is. He bought this car for this road trip. Yes! Yes! Alright, let's go! Yes! Road trip!
We were quickly back on the road with the Nürburgring set to our destination. But we were missing one person from the group.
Yo! Are you coming?
Don't be scared, yeah? I blew up my engine.
On the Porsche?
Yes?
What? How does that happen?
I don't know what it is. Maybe I am the problem. But
Nico was meant to be joining us on the trip with his new GT3 that he just bought. But just like some of his other cars, he seemed to have gained an issue with it. So we're hoping he can catch us up later on in the trip.
drive safe. Bye.
For now, we've got some ground to make up. And so far, the M3's doing great. And it seems like everybody else is enjoying themselves in their car. But then things took a turn for the worse. The heavens truly opened, which wasn't looking great for the Nürburgring. We all know how dangerous this track can be in the wet, so all of us had our fingers crossed for a dry day. And as we got closer and later in the day, the rain did stop. But it was going to take a lot to dry it up.
We arrived at the Nürburgring. Woo!
But now all we can do is get some rest and hope tomorrow for a dry day to take on the Nürburgring.
Right, Liam. First lap of the Nürburgring, what were we expecting?
Nothing great. It's wet and it's my first time, but we're still going to try and send it.
It's very wet, isn't it? Like really
wet.
Another wet day. But we haven't drove all this way not to do it. The only person who didn't was my dad. But I could understand that in a rear-wheel drive Ferrari.
Right, wet lap, Nürburgring, in the M3. This could be interesting.
For those that don't know, the Nürburgring is a huge track in Germany, which is essentially a toll road. And it will cost you €30 to drive a lap on it. A lot of manufacturers use this track to test their cars out. And that's exactly what I'm about to do after rebuilding this BMW M3.
Let's see how much grip we got.
The M3's X-Drive was really working. Even though it was wet, we still had a fair amount of grip. And the S3 was doing well as well. The only person who really wasn't enjoying it was Ben in the R8, who chose the wrong sort of tyres. And the weather was just getting worse.
Heavens have opened.
Which only meant for one thing in the BMW, two-wheel drive mode. I didn't know whether I'd like the X-Drive in these new BMW M3s, but the fact you can switch between four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive makes it that much more fun. But as the conditions were getting worse, we decided to pull in.
That did well, that did good.
Right, so we've all been here for what?
5 minutes, 10
5 minutes at least?
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And Ben is there, still coming.
Do you reckon he'll come over raging?
Just go, how was that? Mate, he'll pretend that you didn't have a. You'll be like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Hated it. Absolutely hated it.
How'd you get on, mate?
That was a good couple of laps.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you it. You good?
When on my second lap, there was a dry line had started to develop then. So that was quite good.
really dry. On your second, you
Yeah,
went,
yeah,
you
yeah,
went
yeah.
out twice then,
I
that's
just
why it's
went
back
out-
there.
I just went out twice. On the second one, Tony couldn't believe my improvement in pace.
We still had a long way to go, and by stopping at the Nürburgring, we hadn't really made any progress in getting to Barcelona. We're still around 1,000 miles away, and as the weather was bad up here, we thought we'd just get a move on and head south, trying to make as much progress as possible, with all hopes that the weather would get better the further down we got. But as the day turned into night, one of us ran into an issue.
So we have a predicament. Ethan has either a blowout or a puncture, and in his BMW M3 Touring, it doesn't come with a pump or a spare wheel. But the only person who's got a pump is Ben in his Audi R8. You're gonna have a pump.
Yeah.
But the thing is, my dad will have a pump, but my dad just don't know where he is. But it's 40 minutes.
So it's all going so well on the motorway to the hotel from the ring to Barcelona, and yeah, it's not going well anymore. Heard this almighty bang. Tyre pressure light come on and the tyre pressure dropped. It was dropping massively. Jumped out the car to find this had gone in my tyre. This had gone in my tyre. It's not looking good.
So my dad's behind. He's got a pump in the Ferrari, but he's an hour and 10 minutes away. He's an hour and 10 minutes away from the location, so hopefully the key is not to pass Ethan. If he passes Ethan, it's then 40 minutes to get back to Ethan and then 40 minutes to get back to this location. If he passes, it's game over. But it's just really hard to spot Ethan, so we're going to tell Ethan now if he can put his hazards on.
It's very flat at the bottom. Looking very sad for itself. But just waiting for Tony now. Hopefully he sees me. Keep you posted.
We decided to turn round to go and help Ethan just in case my dad missed him on the side of the road.
Come back to save Ethan. Should be on the motorway around here.
800 metres.
800 metres. This
I can see it flashing, you can see it flashing.
Oh, it's been a disaster. You've rescued me, mate. No, I haven't. I've got that gel stuff there that you have to pump through it. Do you know how you do it?
Right. Oh, is that what you want to do?
It's the only thing I can do.
At this point, Ethan hadn't told my dad that there was a huge nail in the tyre and that he'd removed it. So what my dad's doing is just trying to pump the tyre up now to see exactly where the air was coming from, or if it would hold air.
In my temper, I threw the bolt, and then Tony just said to me, what you just said to me, Tony?
I said if you had the nail, you could have shoved it back in the hole.
But no, we stood on the side of the motorway in France with nobody.
If Ethan had kept that little piece of metal that was in the tyre, my dad could have pushed it back in, sealing the hole, which could have got us to the next destination where he could have fixed it, but he had thrown it. So now both of them are looking for it in the bush.
Hang on a minute, I've just come to your rescue.
No, you ain't.
I've got a puncture repair kit in here.
No, you ain't.
I have.
No, you ain't.
The Ferrari came with a puncture repair kit in the front boot. This could save the day.
Little bag,
No way.
and we could push one of them in it.
You can hear it coming out. It's literally just there.
And at that time, we'd just pulled up.
What happened? What happened?
Puncture repair kit for him.
That is good.
No!
These puncture repair kits sometimes are a lifesaver. You put the piece of rubber through the tool, then you have to wedge the tool into the tyre, which will push the rubber in and leave it in.
Keep going in.
Is it in? Is it in?
It's looking good. That's quite a lot. What we at?
And then we just sprayed it with a bit of WD-40 to see if there was any bubbles coming from it.
Look at that. What a new look at
But it looked all good.
And that is one repair done, and we're back on the road towards Barcelona. Let's get going.
The next morning, we arrived in Spain. Where the views got even better. And all the cars have done so well so far. But as Barcelona was approaching, we thought we'd stop in, give the cars a bit of a clean up, which turned into a water fight. And once they were all looking sparkly and fresh, we could get a move on to the destination. And someone caught us up. Nico in a new 992 GT3. I don't know how he's pulled this one off, but he's here and it's all that matters. We've finally arrived in Barcelona and we are 9 minutes from the destination. The lads have no idea where we're going. They know it's a surprise and they know it's going to be pretty big, but I'm still a little bit nervous as well. I guess we're going to find out exactly what this is going to be like when we get there. But there's been one thing that's been keeping us fueled up this whole entire trip. If you've ever been on a road trip, then it is so easy just to stop off at services and that's your lunch, breakfast and dinner. But if we stock up on Y Food, which is a meal replacement drink, it's got all your vitamins and minerals in it, 26 to be precise. It's lactose free, it's gluten free, there's no added sugar in one of these. It's a perfect meal replacement drink. And it was evident which ones of us have been drinking Y Food on this trip when we stopped by a place where I used to come to on my BMX days. I have no reason why I'm doing this or why I'm trying to do this. But it seems like all the vitamins and minerals in Y Food help me out.
Big 3 top. That is unreal. He's unreal.
It also helped Liam as well.
3 whip, yeah.
Even my dad had a go.
Yeah.
But some of us had not been getting the goodness out of Y Food.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
But they can all redeem themselves by getting a taster pack with the link in the description box below. And with help from this banner appearing underneath you right now, you're going to get yourself a nice little discount on that taster pack. Right, let's arrive at Autodrome Terramar.
Nico,
Yes?
have you ever done any type of track day at all whatsoever?
Go-karting, yes?
We can see it. We can see it. The crazy thing about all of this is that it literally is only used for like adverts now, or it's probably not been relayed since the dawn of day, hasn't it? This is going to be so sketchy.
This is really 1920s concrete.
I literally don't know what to expect.
Look at this road.
The smooth tarmac veered off onto this random gravel road.
Like, I have no idea what the hell this is. Guy, like what is this?
This can't be it.
Going to farm it, man.
Looks like we're going to a farm. Also, do you want to explain to the viewers why you've got earbuds in?
Yeah, because the car's noisy. I have to drive it a long way.
And we slowly approached something which was truly amazing nearly 100 years ago.
You ready?
What is this?
Yeah. You're about to find out.
But not even myself expected what I was about to see on the other side of these concrete walls. Do you know when things on camera look smaller in person? Is it one of them? Look at the bank! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, look how bad the road is.
What is this?
Look over there.
Does anybody see what we're doing?
What the hell is this?
Welcome to Autodrome Terramar.
This is it. 1.2 miles of concrete. Autodrome Terramar hosts the world's highest banked oval. But due to some unpaid bills, this track closed almost immediately after it opened. This is
One of the first racetracks built in Europe. So in 1928, now abandoned.
And we're gonna race here, like.
yeah, we've got a little challenge there for us 4 cars to do. I don't know if you've seen the banked walls.
It's 45 degrees, bro. You sure? Looks right to me.
Know what the crack is, you know.
Miko was wrong. Some of these banked walls are 77 degrees in angle. And I think it's time we took a look at it ourselves. We've got a challenge, but I'll explain that in a little bit. We need to go take a look at the bank.
Yeah, I'll go to the bank.
So the guys here said to us, the speed limit is 80 mile an hour.
85.
85 mile an hour. That's all you're allowed to go, unless you're a professional driver. I told them we're professional drivers.
They didn't watch your channel then.
Oh my days. What do you think, Tony?
This is crazy.
Are you glad you brought your car?
No.
Look at him going up.
I couldn't get over how steep this actually was.
Right, so Liam, we're stood here now. I'm scared, and I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it either.
I don't.
Looking at it, I don't think you can get
Mate.
just.
Look,
I don't think you can get just how steep it is on camera.
I actually can't get over this. Look, that's where it starts. Keep going, keep going, keep driving on this.
It's going to be a bad day if someone perishes.
Oh my god. That is literally at the end of the corner and the drop is that big. What's it going to be like up there?
Here we are then. The huge oval of 78 degrees of steepness is going on right now. I don't know if you guys can see the amount of tilt we're at, but we're not even at the top. Look at the top of that. If one of you get to the top of that, respect.
With or without a car?
Of course, with our cars. The M3, the R8, the Ferrari, and Nico's GT3. The others decided it wasn't the best idea. So it was down to us now to prove our cars could do it.
Okay guys, so here's the plan. We're gonna go for a sighting lap. Slow, round the bottom, I think it is possible. Eye it up. Once we've got comfortable with that, I'll get onto the challenge. Let me know what you think.
Sounds like a plan now.
Rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Okay. Pray for us.
We set out on our first sighting lap.
Okay, oh, the road surface is horrendous.
This is the bumpiest surface I've ever seen.
How bad does this feel already at this point?
I've already got a fault coming up. It says a 4-wheel drive fault.
I've got a fault. 4-wheel drive fault.
Oh no.
Wow, there's some serious potholes.
And I think Nico was just trying to take it all in.
Wow, this is so special. Oh wow.
And I could understand why. This was truly a once in a lifetime opportunity.
You know the craziest thing is, right? From when I was a little kid, I watched Top Gear and then later Grand Tour. And this is one of those challenges, one of those cool things, and I'm actually living it. Like I'm trying to enjoy every moment, every second that we're here so much, because normally you forget about that stuff, you'll forget about. I want to absorb everything, I want to enjoy this, so I can just, it's really surreal.
It really was surreal. And it made it that little bit more special that the BMW M3 that we rebuilt has made it here, along with the Ferrari as well. And not only that, I get to share this experience with my dad. But now we need to get on to what we actually come here for.
Okay. That is just wrong. I need to see what they think. Ben's got a suspension fault already.
I've got like a fault code here that says it's flashing the little suspension light saying that it's not locked or something.
These have mag ride and everybody changes them for coilover suspension because they get a lot of faults, and I imagine sitting on the side like that, it's confusing the hell out of the car. I would say it just needs clearing and going again, but if you clear it, which I can clear it, it will go back on again as soon as you go around the corner.
Right, okay.
The Grand Tour lads actually visited here before.
That's one of the scariest things I've ever done in a car. Ever.
And now we're about to replicate exactly what they did.
Just like on the Grand Tour, that a speed gun. What we're going to try and do, we're going to measure the speed of the exit after the big burn. Fastest speed wins.
Right.
Just to clarify, The speed limit's 85 mile an hour.
That's limit. So you can't be below that.
So you know the rules. Fastest around the curve wins. Slowest has to run a lap of the track. Chris and the team are going to be standing at the edge of the curve, closer than the Grand Tour guys, with a speed gun to measure the speed. And it's Nico who is up first.
Nico,
Yeah.
don't kill me.
I won't kill you, bro. I won't kill you.
We are ready for a full send. We're ready for a full send.
3, 2, 1, lift off.
That sounds fast. Oh, he's bouncing like mad.
That was good. That was good, right? That was good, bro. I'm happy with that.
That was quick.
Next one. I'm happy with that one. Ah, that is fantastic. The head, you know, fear is all in the head. Fear is all in the head.
That's what they say.
It was low. It was low down.
Why is it so low?
Yeah, it's low,
That's
isn't it?
fine. That's fine. That's his run.
Yeah, that's
That's his run.
Everyone had 4 attempts, but every one of Nico's attempts seemed quite low down the curve.
That was insanely scary.
But now we get to see if my dad can do any better.
the next contender. Are you looking forward to this?
I don't know who's worse, you or Nico.
So now it's the first run for the Ferrari F430 with an engine and gearbox rebuilt by ourselves.
Yeah, he's quick.
Oh my god!
And that was his first run.
Do you know what they call him?
That was insane!
On hitting the ground.
I'm getting out, I'm leaving, I'm not getting in there. You're crazy, what are you doing?
On the wicket.
You're mad.
No. Are you alright?
Hit the ground. And then you went, oh, I'll hit the ground again. And then you just kept it flat and you were just going all the way out.
That sounded unreal.
That sounded crazy.
That sounded absolutely nuts.
It sounded so much better than yours.
And he nailed it. No, he nailed his first lap.
Matt, your dad's an absolute psycho. I can't explain like that what just happened. We like hit the ground twice, we jumped, we was going towards the barrier and near the exit for some reason. Like there was just a lot to take in. It was just a bit much.
But even though the Ferrari was bouncing round, they decided to go for run 2. That was hitting the floor.
That sounds so good.
That sounds unreal.
I'm happy with 2 runs.
You happy with 2 runs?
I'm happy with 2.
I'm happy with 2 runs. So, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tony's happy with 2 runs, which has literally saved my life. I'm very grateful that he's content with the first run.
Now it was down to Ben.
What is he doing?
Now it was down to Ben.
Oh my god.
He can't park in the grid, but can he drive round the oval? He was out in vengeance. Don't know, that was fast.
It wasn't very high though, was it?
It wasn't very high.
Baby! Come on!
Is he happy with that?
I'm actually ridiculously happy with that. Very happy with that.
After Ben's laps, it was time for me.
I'm giving it a lot. I am putting a lot on the line here. My palms are sweating, I'm shaking. Matt's just deranged, isn't he? So none of that stuff bothers him. You know, like the normal things, like life.
Are we ready?
I'm not. You're the person I'm most worried about. Are you ready?
I watched them, and as I was walking up to the car, I got more scared and more scared the closer I was getting to the car. But do you know what happens in these situations? I see red, and the foot goes flat to the floor.
I was worried, because this is the heaviest car to go round, and also the lowest. We don't think the front splitter's going to make it out alive.
Matt is going to go all in, mate.
Matt's gonna go.
He's going to go all
Who
in.
do you think?
It was time for run 1.
Right, come here then, let's go.
Come here.
Yeah.
It was so bouncy, and I was trying to go as high as possible.
Oh my god!
That was wild.
After our first warm-up lap, it was time for round 2.
That was really scary.
We literally went in the air. You don't need to go that high either. Why was he that high?
Like, I don't think it could go any faster. We were hitting the floor.
But this time, we need to go all out.
That went on sideways then.
Done, finished. That
Finish.
I don't think we're the fastest, but we are against like 3 supercars with lowered suspension. But we were surprised last time. Can we see if the deer splitter is still on?
Oh, I've already seen damage. Oh my. No, not the splitter.
Well, it stayed on. Oh no. At least it stayed on. At least it stayed on. Oh my, I can't explain how scary that was. But I don't think we've got the win. But if we don't lose, I'll be happy. Splitters take them on for the team. We knew it was going to happen. But that is insane. Like, insane. Just to even try that is insane.
That is all she wrote. All the speeds are registered. Let's go and see who won. So, starting with the slowest, the least successful person to go out on track today.
That man there, 100%, 100%. I'm not running
Nico.
today.
Yes! Yes, okay. Yes! I'm safe.
With a speed of 76 miles an hour. I'd like to clarify that the speed gun isn't accurate to the speed which you're seeing in your cars, but is consistent within itself, so it does show which one is fastest.
Am I the slowest?
You are the slowest,
Yes.
my friend. Followed by
This has got to be me now.
Mr. Armstrong Senior.
Oh! Were you? No, I thought he'd won. I was convinced he'd won.
That looked the fastest and sounded the fastest.
It was so sketchy.
You got the best steez points, I'd say. So, now we go for the fastest, don't we? So the winner of, where are we?
Autodrome Terramar.
Autodrome Terramar, the annual race of champions, is Benedict Fowler.
Oh my god.
With a speed of 85 miles an hour compared to Matt's 81 miles an hour.
But there is a winner out of all of this, and it could be one of you guys. We're actually giving away the BMW M3 for just £9.95. One of you guys could win it, and there's only 48 hours left of the competition. The link is in the description right now. Get your tickets for it. I will fix the splitter before it goes, don't worry. The live draw will be in 2 days from now?
2 days.
2 days, £9.95, and someone's going to win it. I'll be sad to see it go. It's done amazing. It's been such a good build. But it's now time for one of you guys to enjoy it.
That's right. What a car this M3 turned out to be. Another build that's really pushed my abilities, and one I really enjoyed rebuilding. And I hope all you guys enjoyed watching it. And look at the car it turned out to be. But now it's time for one of you guys to enjoy it. I can't keep all of them, And I'm so excited to find out which one of you guys are going to take this home. See you in the next video. Peace out.
La 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 la, 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 la. You're like a drug that I just can't deny, giving me the best high.